Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing extremely well. First of all, if you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed my channel till now, then guys do consider subscribing my channel. It will really motivate me to create more such content for you. And before proceeding further, make sure to join our Telegram group as well. The link for the Telegram group is given in the description itself. So guys, this video is going to be really informative for you. Basically in this video we'll be having a discussion regarding recession, regarding having multiple offers, how to grab the offers during this time, regarding the preparation as well, the strategies that one should follow, to have a discussion on all these things that I believe many of you are looking to discuss on, right, to get the knowledge on, right. I have invited a very special guest, Dolly, on my YouTube channel. So before she was working with Ola, and right now few days back only she has joined Cisco, right, and she was able to grab multiple offers even during this time. So we'll be having a look on her journey, we'll be having an opportunity to learn more from her. So make sure to watch the video till the end. Let's get started. First of all, thank you so much, Dolly, for accepting my invitation and being here on my channel. I believe your learning, your experience is definitely going to be really helpful for the audience and the people watching this video. So guys, make sure to watch the video till the end. It's going to be really helpful for you. And in this video, as I already mentioned, right, we'll be having a very healthy discussion regarding recession, getting multiple offers, the learning, preparation, resources. So many things we are going to discuss in this video. And I believe today we have the right candidate with us who can definitely explain all of these things. So Dolly, I'll be starting with some of the questions that I've get from many of the candidates, and I think you are the right way to answer those questions. So first question that is there in the mind of multiple peoples, because this is the time of recession, right? And at this time, how you manage to get the multiple offers, because you can see there were already layoffs were going on, multiple companies has freezed the hiring, then how you manage to get multiple offers from the companies?
Yeah, hi Soumya. Thank you for inviting me. So, so actually, I have tried multiple ways to get calls. So I uploaded my profiles on multiple platforms like InstaHire. There is Naukri as well, and as well as there is AngelList, but that is for startups only. Mostly, I got calls from InstaHire. And apart from that, I made sure that I am daily reaching out to recruiters. So for say I got an offer from Walmart. So for that offer, I actually reached out to like 40 to 50 recruiters. So in that 40 to 50 recruiters, I only got call back from three to four recruiters. So that was my strategy, that daily reaching out to recruiters. I used to take numbers from my colleagues. Say suppose my colleague has given one interview, my friends has given interview. So I used to take numbers of like recruiters from them. I used to call, I used to WhatsApp. So there are many ways actually I followed. And apart from that, if as soon as some openings are coming on LinkedIn for any of the companies, I used to make connection requests to employees of those companies, hiring managers as well. And I used to share my resume as my learnings. So there is a template which I followed. So I shared with them that how many DSA questions I have done, LLD, HLD, what was my preparation journey, and I'm currently working on this company. So this kind of template I had. So I used to share with them those things. So in that way, I managed to get multiple calls. So you have to actually follow, because this is the recession time, as we all know. So you have to follow every possible way you can. So you have to contact every recruiters. Again and again, you have to remind them that I didn't get interview calls. Even after clearing tests, you have to remind them. So this kind of strategies you have to follow in this recession time. So yeah, that's how I managed to get multiple calls.
Definitely, you have elaborated so well. And on the same thing, right, so I get multiple pings from the students regarding the same thing, especially from the freshers, that they used to mention, because we all know the time is really tough. They used to mention that, okay, I'm applying but I'm not hearing back. So you mentioned, right, you reached out to about 50 recruiters, and out of them only 3 to 4 reverted you back. So guys, you can see you have to try your best, right? You have to reach out, keep on applying, because it's not just who you are facing the situation, we all are facing the same situation. But yeah, at the end, we have to keep trying for regarding the things. So definitely very good thing you have mentioned.
Sure. I actually want to add one more point. I have seen nowadays people actually feel little kind of lazy to fill the forms of companies. So in Cisco, Walmart, this kind of companies, they have bigger forms, like very big, 3 to 4 pages of forms, which you have to fill, but you have to do it anyway, because this is the part of the process of searching jobs. As well as if you can like I mentioned in one of my posts as well, that if someone is hiring or someone has recently joined a company, like so they will post about it that I am joining Walmart, I am joining Cisco, this kind of post will be there. So there you can just find the name of the recruiters, because in the post only they mention the name of the recruiters as well, so that you can do, because there is a bigger chances that that recruiter is still hiring. If that post is fresh, that recruiter is still hiring, there is a bigger chance, so that you can also utilize. That I have also followed. So yeah, every possible way you have to do, because this is a time of recession, and we know that calls are very less. So you have to try every possible way, as
Definitely.
much as you can. Mhm.
Yeah, definitely a good point, Dolly, that you have mentioned. The calls are very less, and even the competition is too high because the layoffs that has been going on. So I can see like the unemployment has been increased. So competition is also high, guys. You have to try best from your end. So this was regarding getting the offers, how you reached out to the recruiters, what was the complete process, and the point also you mentioned that were really good. Before proceeding further and hopping on to my next question, guys, I want to mention, if you after, make sure to watch the complete video first of all, and still if you have any doubt, any queries, you can reach out to her. I'll be mentioning her LinkedIn profile in the description, so do connect with her. Definitely she'll be helping you regarding multiple things. So yeah, Dolly, the next question is regarding the preparation that is needed to clear those interview rounds. So being a full-time employee, how you manage to, apart from your office work, how you manage to do the DSA preparation, the HLD and LLD preparation, what were the resources and the strategies you followed? So yeah.
Yeah, so as everyone knows that with full-time job, it's little difficult to prepare, but you have to properly plan the things. So I made sure that I'm not just doing DSA or just HLD or LLD. I actually kept balance between all of these things. So it's like whenever I used to come back from the office, I used to do DSA and then LLD, little bit of LLD. Morning time, I used to prefer to do HLD, because whole day then I can remember the things, and I can actually imagine that, okay, this is how this is done. So it's like that. And even in office, if I used to get a little bit of time, I used to open a tab. I used to read about a topic in, say, Java or something. So in that way, I used to manage the things with office. Also, I had actually I used to maintain Excel sheets as well. There I'm writing down the topics which I have to do for tomorrow, for day after tomorrow, for this week I have to complete. So in this way, manage the preparation with full-time job.
Okay, so I can see that you are following, a kind of a particular sequence. Okay, today आज मैंने ये complete कर लिया, next day I have to do this. So like that. Okay, so
Yeah.
and what about the resources? Like, because there are multiple resources and multiple times even you must be getting the same question, right? Okay, what resource I should follow? Which platform should I prefer? So exactly according to you, what resources you followed or the platforms you preferred?
So, okay, I will distribute in three parts. So for DSA, I extensively used a lead code. So for DSA, it's really important that you first go through the patterns, because I have seen people getting confused. Today someone is doing, say, array. Next day someone is doing graph. Without actually preparing for recursion. So it's really important to follow a pattern. So I did the pattern by pattern. So there are several patterns in lead code. People actually mark it as important as well, so that you can follow. So I followed one Shion Prasad that pattern. So there was a kind of so if you are doing array, say suppose, so there was a pattern, similar kind of questions which I did, and then I used to do those same questions on lead code. And there is a suggestion tab as well in lead code. If you are doing some question, say suppose rainwater problem, something like that, first part, then second part they will suggest automatically that you have to do this. So if you are following that kind of pattern, then you are making sure that even in interviews, if interviewers are tweaking the questions little bit, then you're sure that you will be able to solve that. So those kind of strategies I followed, and I extensively used lead code. Apart from lead code, I also did from interview bit as well, because their content is structured. So they have like structured content topic by topic. So that also I followed apart from lead code. So yeah, these two resources I extensively used. And I also maintained, as I said, used to maintain Excel sheet for everything. So in Excel sheet for DSA preparation, I maintained it like this, that if I am not able to solve any question in one attempt, then I used to mark it as red. And I then again used to go those questions over the weekend. I used to try it again, solving again. So those kind of strategies I maintained for DSA.
Mm-hmm.
And for HLD and LLD, I have used Educative, Grokking the System Design Interview. That course is actually very famous.
Mm-hmm.
So that I followed. And apart from that, there is a Alex Zoo's book as well, System Design Interview. And if you have enough time, then you can go through that book, Design Data Intensive Applications. Otherwise, if you don't have enough time, then Educative, and you can go through those blogs as well. So there is a famous channel, Byte Go. So Alex Ju used to write books about that, so that you can go along with Educative. And it's all about your interest. If you are interested in particular thing, like if you're reading a particular topic, say consistent hashing, and if you're stuck in if you're reading a word which you're not familiar with, you have to go deeper into that. So it's all about your interest. So I was more interested in those things, like how this particular thing is working. And even if interviews, if you come across any of the questions, then you have to make sure that if you that question is coming again, you are answering that question. So in that way you have to prepare. So yeah, so basically lead code and Educative I extensively used.
Okay, got it, Dolly. And definitely, these are the great resources that you have mentioned, and I believe it is going to be helpful for the audience. Okay, Dolly, one more thing, and what I've seen is that sometimes when you're applying for the opportunities, and I believe you must have also come across such kind of scenarios. So sometimes, what they are actually expecting regarding to some tech stack or something, that you should have that much of expertise, but sometimes it happens, right, that we don't have that much of expertise or hands-on, or these kind of scenarios do occur. And now the hiring companies, they do have the expectation, right? So how to handle these kind of scenarios, like how basically you handled?
So yeah, so basically you have to prepare your resume in such a way that you have to make sure that you know everything of it. So if you are mentioning a particular technology like AWS, so you have to make sure that you know that technology, because if you will clear, basically you will clear all the rounds, DSA round you will clear, HLD, LLD, anyhow you will clear by studying about that. But in the hiring manager round, they will ask about it thoroughly. So in my every interviews, I have faced this situation that they used to ask whole of your resume. So you don't have to lie anything in your resume.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have certain kind of experience, that is fine if you have worked really well in that technology. So for in my case, I didn't have that much experience in Java, but in my previous organization, I have worked a lot, and I actually got exposure to many of the projects related to that. So in that way you can manage. So if you have really done well in that particular domain, then there won't be any issues regarding that.
Okay, okay, got it. So Dolly, recently you have joined Cisco. So first of all, congratulations for that. So we would love to know if you can just quickly elaborate the rounds that you have been through for this company.
So yeah, so basically Cisco has uh, like generally they have 4 to 5 rounds
Mm-hmm.
for this interview process. But
Mm-hmm.
since it was a hiring drive, so I had around 3 rounds back to back. So I already gave one hackering test, which
Mm-hmm.
I received around 1 week back to the interview. That I cleared, and after clearing the hackering test, I got a call from the recruiter that you cleared it, and we are going to schedule your interview.
Mm-hmm.
So it was back to back 3 rounds. So first 2 rounds were technical only. So in that 2 rounds, since it was long round, it was like 1.5 hours to 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
one round. Each round were long.
Okay.
So they made sure that they are asking everything in that particular round only. So first round was more related to DSA and problem solving.
Mm-hmm.
Second round was more of like LLD plus HLD kind of round.
Mm-hmm.
And third was the managerial round. So
Okay.
that was the complete process. Yeah. In the
Okay.
managerial round, they expect you to come out with your leadership qualities.
Mm-hmm.
In the managerial round, they asked me little related to technical as well, or related to my resumes, which I mentioned. So those things they asked. So yeah.
Okay, okay, got it. So, Dolly, I believe right that we had a healthy discussion, and these things that multiple times the pains you also must be getting on the same, right? So we covered most of those things, but still, as I mentioned, right, again, if anyone will be having any doubt, definitely they'll be asking you in the comment section, or they'll be reaching out to you on the LinkedIn itself. But before wrapping up this video, I would like to know if you are having anything to share with the audience, any advice related to recession, or anything that you want to speak about. So yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, first of all, I would like to say these things because I also face this situation that more than the more than the process, we worry more about the result. So in this recession time, it's very like common that you are just searching for the interview, searching for the companies, you are just applying, and you are wasting your time. You are worrying about that. So I have faced this situation because I was applying in the peak time where people were on leave. So I was applying for the interviews at December. December time was the time where people usually go on leaves, vacations. So recruiters are generally not available. So you can't do anything about that. You cannot control that situation. So I, first of all, I would like to suggest everyone that just think about the preparation. Just go with the preparation. Don't think about the result. If you are prepared really well, then no one can stop you from getting that particular offer. So that is my first suggestion. And secondly, as I earlier told, don't lie anything in your resume, because if you are lying anything, you will eventually like get caught by the hiring managers. They are very smart. So don't lie anything in your resume. Like if you are mentioning about any of the technologies, just make sure that you're well prepared about that, or you have worked on that. So those kind of situations shouldn't happen that you're lying in your resume. And third is like prepare well. Don't go for multiple resources. I have seen like people usually switch resources, like sometimes they are preparing for this resource, sometimes they are going from that resource for that resource. So just stick to one and just prepare it thoroughly. So that's all I want to say.
Definitely the great points. Thank you so much for explaining them. So yeah, Dolly, that's it from my side. And again, thanks a lot. I believe your experience, your learnings, the resources you mentioned, everything is going to be really helpful for the people. So guys, make sure to share this video also, so that the people who has been impacted by the layoff, or who has been looking for the opportunities, they can get to know something, they can get to know, they can learn something from this video. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Dolly. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you, Samya, for inviting me.